A very good day to all our viewers, both within and outside the country. Once again, it's that interesting time on air where we bring this all-educating program, Insurance Matters, to you. Now, this is a platform where we bring all that concerns the insurance sector development to you. And like I always say, this program is being brought to you by Transparent Protection Ltd by Guarantee, an NGO that has carved out a niche for itself in the area of insurance. And so all we do is to see to it that the sector is developed and that all policy holders, they reap the benefit that is accruable to the policy that they have procured. My name is Advocacy, your regular host on this program, and we will continue to give kudos to National Insurance Commission for their support that has helped us to remain on air on this program. Like we always do, we will be bringing something very interesting and exciting to you this day, talking about the topic home insurance. Home insurance. You know, over the time, we have discovered that most people, their knowledge of insurance is limited to third-party and comprehensive insurance policy for motor vehicles. But today in the studio, I have a very seasoned guest who will help facilitate on this discussion. I'm talking about someone who has had over 12 years experience in the insurance practice and has held several positions at the National Council of Registered Insurance Brokers. He was once the PRO of that organization, and once a former treasurer, and once a former financial secretary. Talking about someone who is an associate of Chartered Institute of Loan and Risk Management. I'm so excited to have you in the studio this day, Mr. Okoronkwo Uche. You are welcome to this discussion.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Where do we start this discussion? Because I'm sure it's interesting. And I would like our viewers sit back, sit tight. Certainly you will learn one or two things from this discussion. Now, home insurance. Home insurance. It sounds already interesting to me. Can you let us in? Why home insurance? Why do we need a policy like that?
We need home insurance.
Yes.
There are two categories of home insurance.
Yes.
We have household insurance. We also have house owners insurance.
Okay.
This household and house owners insurance covers loss or damage arising out of fire, burglary, accidental damage, or special perils. When we talk about special perils, we talk about flood, we talk about hurricane, and etc.
Okay, can you just break it down a bit? You gave us two categories. Just take it calmly again. Yes. You said the first one is household insurance. Yes. Okay, go over it again.
Yes, there's house owners and household.
Okay, house owners and household.
Yes.
Okay.
The house owner is only the owner of the property that can do the insurance on that house owner. For example, if I have a building, I'm the owner of that building.
Yes.
I have the right to do a fire insurance on that building because it belongs to me.
Okay.
But somebody that's an householder, example of an householder is a tenant.
Okay.
You can only do insurance for your contents, for your own personal property that you brought into that building because of insurable interest. You don't insure what does not belong to you. You only insure what belongs to you. So there's householder for a tenant, while there's house owner for the owner of the building.
Okay. Yes. So for the tenant, the person can insure the contents in the building.
What you brought into the building.
So, and it's limited to that. Can a tenant decide to insure the entire property?
No, you cannot insure that building because in one of the principles of insurance is insurable interest.
Okay.
You only insure what belongs to you.
Okay.
You cannot insure what does not belong to you.
All right, it's nice. Now looking at it from this perspective, home insurance.
Yes.
Where a tenant is optimistic and he wants the house to be insured and the landlord is saying no, what happens in such a situation?
He does not have any rights to do the whole building.
Okay.
Because he does not own it.
Okay.
The only thing he can do is to meet the landlord because the landlord owns it. If anything happens to that building, it does not affect him. Assuming he has insurance for those contents, it will be settled for those his own personal property. Then the landlord will now go and face his own problem. So he has no rights to go ahead and say, I want to do insurance for them, but that he cannot.
He cannot.
You can only insure what belongs to you.
What belongs to you.
Yes.
All right, viewers, you are hearing it from the expert, and our phone number will be scrolling on the screen, so you feel free to call in, ask your question, join the conversation, and let us know where probably you have taken up this kind of policy and you have problems with it. That is part of the reasons why we are here. Now, Mr. Okoronkwo Uche.
Yes.
I'm going to be a bit practical.
Okay.
Now, I as a tenant, I have insured the content in the house.
Yes.
And probably I am moving out some of the properties. Maybe my fridge or refrigerator is bad and I'm going to repair it. Now, it's part of the content in the building.
Yes.
And maybe along the road, something happens, an accident happens, and the refrigerator is, or whatever property is damaged.
Yes.
What happens in that kind of situation?
In that case,
yes,
it's also covered under all risk.
Okay.
It's what we call all risk insurance. If you have valuable properties,
yes,
let's say for example, if you feel that the fridge or the freezer is a valuable property to you, you should do an all risk. Okay. Means that anywhere you want to take that property to, if anything happens to it, it is covered. So in most cases, we advise our clients, if you have expensive jewelries, you have laptops, you have phones, you have which one are expensive, you have to do all risk. So because these are the things that you always move out with at any given time. Okay. So they are also covered, but their rates are different, from the normal fire and burglary. Okay. Yes.
Okay. Their rates are different.
Yes, for all risk.
Okay. Now, is there any formula for probably calculating the premium? Is there any known formula, or is at the discretion of the insurance company?
Yes, it's not that we have a standard rate. Okay. Like for fire, it's 0.25% of the value. Okay. It's 0.25% of the total value if you want to do only fire. And you know, for fire, you can insure for fire for the building and also for the contents. Now, in the case of burglary, you can only do burglary insurance for the contents, because everybody, you know, they cannot come and steal a building. So burglary, we only do it for the contents, and the rate for burglary is 0.3%. That's the average rate, but the rates are still negotiable. Yeah.
You know why I asked that question is there is this belief out there that it's only big men who can insure properties, and you know, when you begin to call these figures 0.25, 0. I think it helps the ordinary man to understand that yes, I can even be a part of this subject matter. Okay, now for that of the owner, yes, where the owner does procures that insurance policy for the building, yes, for the building,
against
fire,
and special perils, yeah. Okay,
special perils includes what and what, so that
flood. When there's flood. Okay. Even there are some buildings due to flood, so many things will be damaged in that building. Like for example, in Abuja, if you go to Sunnyvale, if you go to Galadima, there's a time they have a flood issue. If you go to Lekki also, even some building even have to come down. So on that issue, special peril is very important, and also those that are in abroad. In most cases, we don't have this natural disaster like this hurricane. You know, we don't have it here. So one of the major special peril policy here is mainly that flood. You know, and it's very, very important that when you are doing insurance for a building, when you are doing for fire, you also put that special perils also. Okay,
I'm sure someone who is watching might be wondering. So how do you update this policy? Take for example, I have taken up an insurance policy for the content, probably as a tenant, for everything, household item. Yes. So if after some months I decide to procure more items, what steps do I take?
If you procure the item,
yes,
if you have an insurance broker, you call your broker, you inform him. Okay. So they will not include that item among your items. Then you will not pay extra premium on those items, because if you are declaring their items, you also declare their price. So with the value of those items, they will not know how much you are going to pay as extra premium on that policy.
Okay, so it means the policy holder should always update the
you
broker.
You update, very important.
Because I asked that question, some persons might just say, I have taken up this policy and any other thing can go.
Because my brother,
Yes.
when you are taking up that burglary policy, you cannot just come and say my total value of my properties is 1 million or 2 million. You have to itemize them and say I have two televisions at the cost of 50,000 each. I have my chairs, 1 million. You have to state them categorically.
Okay.
So on that list, if anything happens, we now come and say that property you are talking about is not among the list or among the properties that you declare, then there's no claim.
All right, it's really getting interesting. Let's see if we can take this call. Okay. Hello, your name and where you are calling from.
Hello?
Yes, your name.
My name is Emanuela.
All right, please tune down the volume of your television set. Communication. Okay, we have lost that call. Mr. Uchenna.
Yes.
This aspect of this insurance business,
yes,
at least you've been in this practice for over 12 years now.
Yeah.
Do you think people are really buying into it? Are people taking on this policy?
Sir, sincerely speaking, people that knows the value are buying it, and they are enjoying it, because we have good, strong, reputable, reliable insurance companies now that settle claims in less than 1 week after your documentation. I have a lot of clients that they have gotten their claims even less than 3-4 days, so they can attest to it. Let me use this opportunity to also tell Nigerians, if you are acquiring any property, before you buy any property, make provision for insurance. It's a token. You can see what I said. I said it's 0 point. It's 0 point.
Okay, let's see whether if network will allow us to take this other call. Hello, your name and where you are calling from. Hello. Okay, now you know you've hit a very strong aspect of this discussion,
yes,
the area of claim settlement.
Settlement, yes.
We are going to talk about that, but that will be after we return from this break. Okay. I would like to take you on that, because that is where most people see as the issue in insurance practice, the area of claim settlement. Okay. But we'll be back to it when we return from this commercial.
Okay, thank you.
Over the years, the insurance industry has underperformed in Nigeria. Even though we have a population of over 200 million people in this country, less than 2 million people have any form of insurance. Where others believe insurance would never work, TPL says no. Transparent Protection Ltd by Guarantee is a non-governmental organization that fights for the common man in all things relating to insurance. We help you get the right insurance policy. We give you the right information, and in the times of troubles, we help you process your claims and ensure that you benefit from your insurance policy. Insurance is not a scam. Insurance can work for you. We at TPL, we will stand by you and help you through it. Together, we are strong. Together, we can make insurance work in Nigeria. TPL, making insurance work for you.
All right, you're welcome back from that commercial. It's still your interesting program, Insurance Matters, brought to you by Transparent Protection Ltd by Guarantee, with a very strong support from National Insurance Commission. And we have been dwelling on the topic home insurance. And my guest who has been doing justice to this discussion has been Mr. Okoronkwo Uche. Now, once again, I appreciate you for thus far. You have helped us on this topic.
Thank you.
So many calls were coming in while we were on break. I hope this is one of them. Okay, hello, your name and where you are calling from.
Hello?
Yeah, your name and where you are calling from. Okay, I don't know what is wrong with the network. Please, you can send us text messages if probably you can't get through to us via calls on the line. Now, I talked about settlement of claims. Yes. But before we go down that area, you said those who understand this part of insurance buy into it. Yes. So is it that there is no awareness? Why is it that it's only few persons I don't know whether I'm right, but I'm thinking it's only few persons. Is there no awareness?
Actually, you might be right by saying few persons, because if you look at the percentage of people that are buying insurance compared to people that don't have insurance, I can also attest to that is only few persons that have insurance. Sincerely speaking, the level of awareness, personally.
Okay, just hold on. Hello? Can you hear us? Your name and where you are calling from? Okay, so what you are saying something?
Yes, and I said the level of awareness have been low. So far, so good. It has been low, and that is where the commission comes in. NICOM, they still need to do more.
Okay.
They need to do more. We need to go to the rural areas. We need to go to the markets and let our brothers and sisters know that insurance is the best security for your assets, for your property, for anything you own. Insurance is the best security you can ever get. Even the banks, they do insurance. They insure their money with insurance insurance companies. So let me also enlighten the Nigerians. Insurance companies pay claim. I can tell them I'm a broker. We pay claim, and at a very good time after your documentation.
You know, our phone lines is still available in the public domain. Probably you have an unsettled claim. Call us and let us know so that we can begin to put two together. You know, over time, we have had people call in and complain bitterly that their claims are not yet. Do you get those complaints that my claims are not being settled on time? Do you get them?
My brother, from my experience, most of those persons that will tell you I was able to get, most of them don't even have insurance. I've been able to challenge most of them. Bring your documents. Let me help you and process your claim. I'll do it for you free of charge. I'm a broker. I will do it for you because claim settlement is the best way of advertisement. If I help you to get your claim today, next time you will come to me. Let them come. If you have your documents, come. I will help you and process your claim.
My guest has said, if you have your documents, come. Very soon our address will be scrolling on the screen. You can come to our office with your documents. You know, you said most of them don't. We have had those who even come in with documents and they have stayed years, you know, trying to get claims until we stepped in and sometimes even involve NICOM. The ordinary man there will say, why should I take on insurance policies? Because it doesn't work. Have you heard that?
My brother, I've heard that several times. Insurance works, and insurance have procedures. Like now, on the issue of home insurance.
Okay, sorry, let's see if this call can come through. Hello, your name and where you are calling from. Okay, go ahead. I don't know what's wrong with network.
I said something about a claim. Like on the issue of home insurance.
Yes.
If you have any claim, there's what they call notification clause in your insurance policy.
Yes.
If you have any claim, you are supposed to report. You are supposed to report to your broker or to your insurance company within a stipulated time. Like in the case of home insurance, you're supposed to report within 7 to 14 days. Okay. It's not after you have stayed for like 2 months, whereby nobody can come and verify what really happened. You will not be calling the insurance company. Then you have flooded the policy. So that's why we always advise people, if you use some people just go out there, they get an insurance policy, they don't even have the contact of anybody from the insurance company. When something happens, they don't even know who to even call. After some time, maybe after 1 year, they will not go back to insurance that they also claim. It doesn't work that way. If you have a claim, you call the attention of the insurance companies or your broker as soon as possible. So that if it is something that the insurance company will need to come and verify, or maybe they want to come and see for themselves, they can easily come and everything will still be fresh for them to see for themselves. But not when you are coming after 1 year, you are coming out after 6 months. My brother, it will be very difficult for them to really ask questions if this claim really occurred or not. So,
all right. Thank you so much for that enlightenment. You are giving us that impression that claims are being settled, and it sounds nice. It sounds nice. Like I said, this is like the bottleneck, where people see bottleneck in the insurance practice. Now, very practical. What is the place of snapping? We've heard some insurance companies say, get us snapshots, and you begin to ask, is it everyone who has camera enabled devices? In such a situation, what happens? Okay, something has happened to this my property as the landlord, and I'm not able to capture it on picture. Will that count against me?
My brother, it will not count against you as far as you have notified them.
Okay.
It lies on the insurance company to come and take that picture. But in some cases, they can say, do it for me, snap it and send it to me. But if you tell them, no, you cannot take the picture, they will come. But the issue...
Okay, let's see if we can take this call. Hello, your name and where you are calling from?
My name is...
Network. Okay, now, talking about the content.
Yes.
If probably the tenant does not have what it takes to ensure all the content in the building, can he single out some of them?
Why not?
Okay.
You can do that. Even let me also use this opportunity to also tell people that it's not must that you pay your premium on annual basis. You can start to be paying it every 6 months. Because there's some people that will see the premium that maybe the money is much, you know, you can pay half and 6 months. And before the expiration of that 6 months, you also pay another 6 months. You can do that. You can say, okay, these ones are more important to me. Let me ensure only these ones and leave the other ones. But note that if there's any claim or if anything happens, insurance company is going to settle only those ones that you mentioned to them. Okay. That's, yeah. You can do that.
All right. Thank you so much. It has been an energetic discussion. Yes. So, what is the role of brokers? What is your role in all this subject matter?
The role of an insurance brokers is we are professional.
Okay.
We are in the industry. We know the insurance companies that are very, very strong. We have good relationship with insurance companies. And if you use a broker, we also give you professional advice. And in most cases, when you give clients policy document, they don't read. There are words in those policy documents. But we as brokers, we help you, we read it. And if there's anything that we see there that is not okay by us, we call the attention of the insurance company. And also, we help you to process your claim at a very good time. We also help you to get the best rates in the market. So I advise everybody, when you are placing your business, place it with a reputable and a registered insurance broker.
Thank you so very much, Mr. Uche Okoronkwo. It has been an exciting discussion on home insurance. Like we always say painfully, that time is not always on our side on this program. Our phones are buzzing and it looks like network is a bit poor. But like I always say, save the number. Some persons have called us outside this program when they had need for us to intervene in certain insurance-related issues. So save the number. It can do you good. You may not know when. This program is being brought to you by Transparent Protection Limited by Guarantee, and all we do is to ensure that you reap the benefit for the policies that you have procured. And so if probably you are confused, you do not know how to go about it, reach us, call us, come to the office, and we will link you to persons who will give you that professional advice. People who will help you study the document so that you know the content and you know the clauses very critically. And so you won't be caught napping when issues arise. I must say a very big thank you to you. There is actually no time to advance this discussion beyond this. But however it goes, if we have issues that we need to relate to you and connect to you, we will always do that.
I'll be available.
Thank you so much for that.
Yeah,
once again, my name is Godswill Egede, and I will invite you to join us same time next week on another interesting edition of this program. And we'll continue to give kudos to National Insurance Commission, who has taken it upon themselves to ensure that this program continues to be on your screen. Thank you so much once again. Like I will always tell you, be insured and be assured of help. See you next week.